Hi everyone. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you for all your well wishes during the past week, because I had this cold infection thing that everybody seems to be getting at the moment. I'm feeling a lot better, and thanks for your support and your love. I'm here today because I want to do not a mega long video, but a video on books, what I'm using this month and coming up to Yule and in the beginning of next year. So it's just a quick video really on the books that I'm using at the moment. This one, I've had this so long, I don't even know when it was published. Yeah, I've had this about 17 years, this one, and it's absolutely brilliant. And because I've been poorly this week, I've been looking through and seeing what I can drink and what will help me sort of revitalise and things like that, just to help you get through without taking too many tablets and things like that. And this has been sort of invaluable. It's got loads. It's hard to explain. It's got your basics like magic, empowering rights, ingredients, creating your own recipes, processing recipes, incense oils, ointments, tinctures, inks, bath salts, ritual soaps, just all different recipes and element substitutions and things like that. So that's been a really good book. I've used it so much sort of over the years. It's all a bit higgledy-piggledy, but that's really good. So I've been using that one. The other one is this. It's the Book of Wiccan Spells. The only book of Wiccan spells that you'll ever need. And it's by Marion Singer, Trish McGregor and Sky Alexander. And it's got, again, all different sort of energies, and it's got so much in here. It's got like tarot cards as significators, to go with your birth signs and things like that. And it's got like a love bath, magic balm to heal a broken heart, amulet to block unwanted attention, colours and their corresponding chakras and their corresponding colours and features. And this has just been, a nice book really. It's good to sort of dig in and out of, and prosperity circles. It's got a piece of cake spell. It's just got sort of lots of little things that you can incorporate if you need to. I didn't say who that one was by. It's by Scott Cunningham. The complete book. I think that's still in print. I presume it is. I should have checked really. I didn't. And I've told you who that one's by. And this one, I am absolutely loving this. I can't remember whose channel I watched. I watched a video, and this is absolutely amazing. The Old Magic of Christmas. And it's by Linda Radish. I hope I pronounced that right. And it's Yuletide traditions for the darkest days of the year. And it says, steeped in history and adorned with a bit of enchantment, The Old Magic of Christmas is the perfect book to read by a winter's fire with a mug of mulled cider in hand. And who wrote that was Deborah Blake, obviously, as most of us know, is author of The Witch's Broom and the Tarots. So she enjoys this. It says, "'Tis the season for witches, elves and a legion of ghosts. Not so very long ago, Yuletide was as much of a chilling season of ghosts and witches as it was a festival of goodwill. In the old magic of Christmas, you'll rub elbows with veiled spirits, learn the true perils of elves, and discover a bestiary of enchanted creatures, rife with the more frightful characters from folklore and the season's most petulant ghosts. This book takes you on a spooky sleigh ride from the silver firs of a winter forest to the mirrored halls of a snow queen. Along the way, you'll discover how to bring festivities into your home with cookie recipes, craft instructions, as well as tips for delving more deeply into your relationship with the unseen. It's absolutely brilliant. And like it says, it's got things to make. It's got like lanterns and biscuits, and this was one of my favourite ones. It's roast porridge, and it says the last thing you need on Christmas Eve is a complicated dish to prepare. So this one is easy. You can even use the leftover rice from the Chinese food you ordered while you were busy making tontons. This recipe makes enough for 4 humans and 1 household sprite. And you need like your cooked rice, your milk and sugar, almonds, and it tells you how to do it. So it's got like your recipe and how to do it as well. It's got history on the days. You know, it's got things like the Scandinavian household sprite, the Belschnickel, the button mandel, the dream of the rod, the wild rider. So it's got lots of sort of myths and legends and history, and you know, this one's particularly good. It's like snowflake bread. It's got so many wonderful things in it, and it's just an absolutely brilliant book. And that's The Old Magic of Christmas by Linda Radish. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's absolutely brilliant. It's quite a big book. You know, it says 1,000 years of winter, at home with the elves, dead by Christmas morning, riders on white horses, creatures of forest and mountain. Just absolutely brilliant. That feels really lovely. It smells really good too. So I'm using that this month. This, I don't know if anybody sent it. It's The A One Alone by Joanna van der Hoeven. And this has been quite good. It says things to do sort of in the winter, you know, when to change. If you want to change your altars, what you can put on and different things. But one of the parts that stuck out to me, I thought I'd read to you. It says, during the winter, we gather to ourselves, if we are lucky, friends and family in celebration during these 2 festivals. In between the busy times of the festivals, we can take the time to withdraw, to recharge our batteries and find out what really matters to us, and then celebrate it in the darkest time of the year. It's not a time for standing defiant against the cycles of darkness in nature. It's a time to celebrate them, honouring the darkness for the chance to rest and remembering the really important things in life. It also says, winter is also the time for rediscovering the child within. Look at the world with the wonder of the child. Learn the processes of life and establish new boundaries, releasing the old ones. With the childlike awe of new discoveries, we can awaken once again to a world that may have been passing us by. It's a good time for self-reflection, to understand how we act and react in different situations. We learn how to act with intention and purpose instead of reacting with unawareness. Examine your habits. How are you with different people and different situations? How are you when you're happy or when you're angered? When you hurt or you experience joy? See if you can alter these patterns into a weave that is more cohesive and beautiful in its design, beneficial to all. So that's just one of the parts that I thought that I would read out to you. It's absolutely lovely. I love that book. The next one, what I'm quite lucky because Nigel Pearson and his partner own the shop Sacred Earth, which is in my hometown. So you know, there's a lot of good things. They're absolutely amazing. They are so lovely. And in here, I loved this part of this book. It says it's about Yule, you know, the 21st, which is when I celebrate it anyway, of December. It says, on this, the longest night of the year, we honour the mothers, the divine ancestors, those that have gone before and given birth to us all, those who have clothed and fed us and watched over us during the past year, the spirits of family, hearth and home. Before the light is birthed anew, we give thanks and respect the ancient ones from time immemorial, whose aid and secure have nourished our home and all it contains this year past. Accept from us offerings of gratitude and respect. And what it is it says, or Nigel says in here, place a smallish oh my gosh, a smallish empty bowl in your hearth. Each person around should have a cup of milk and a small piece of bread or a mince pie. Have the room in darkness or subdued light and turn off all sources of noise. Light a single white candle and place it near the bowl in the hearth. And one person, the mother of the house, or the oldest woman in the house, should say the following words, and it's got a section on, you know, what to say, or what the oldest lady or the mother of the house can say. And then it says what to do, you know, how to honour ancestors, how to honour Yule, how to honour what has passed. Sorry, my leg's gone dead. And then it says, you know, about leaving the offering bowl in the hearth overnight, and then pouring it back into the earth to give back and to give thanks. And I think a lot of the time we forget that Yule is a time for honouring our ancestors and, you know, paying respect and giving thanks to them as well. So, yeah, I think that's really, really important. And I've got my almanac ready for next year. So I've just been looking at all the things for next year, because I like to see like the moon phases, the sea, the animals, the flowers, what's coming out, you know, what to do in your garden, how to honour sort of your nature and everything like that. I've got 2 more left, so not too long. Excuse me, my leg's gone dead. This I think is really important for this time of year. It's your self-care, because we're rushing about, we're doing everything, we're, you know, trying to make sure everything's perfect for the holiday season. You know, and we need to remember, you know, take care of yourself. This is an absolutely invaluable book. I talked about it before on one of my walkthroughs. I absolutely love it. It's by Erin Murphy Hiscock, and she's the author of The Green Witch. But it's absolutely a diamond book. It's got, you know, bath bombs, unplugging from the world, finding equilibrium, accepting your limits, you know, treats, organising it and getting help, you know, because you don't have to do everything on your own. We've got this concept of we've got to do all this on our own, you know, we've got to do this, prove that we can do this. Well, it's absolute rubbish. You haven't got to do it on your own, you know, get everybody to muddle in. It makes it even more special for your holiday season. That's what I think anyway. And my little bit of fiction is The Witch's Trinity, by Erica Malman. And what it's about, it's fiction. It's you know, based in Germany in 1507, where there's famine and lots of things are going on, and people can't afford to support older. I don't want to give it away. Support older people and people who they may feel burdensome. What's the word? Burdensome. I can't say it. You know what I mean? Who are a burden to their life, or they think a drain on their resources and things like that. And it's really good so far. I've only just started, but it's a nice snuggle up book. So thank you all very much for watching. I should be on before Christmas. I'm hoping I will. If I'm not on before Yule, have a wonderful, wonderful Yule. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Much love and blessings. Bye.